I have to be honest with you. Oh, let me start over. Hi, my name is Krashibaya. Welcome to These Forbidden Fruits. So, yesterday I was brought in to, well, what you would call, I don't know, the sanitarium. I mean, basically, I was brought to, we call it Pine Rest here, but I was basically brought in for, to be checked in, checked on, checked out, right? They wanted to make sure that I wasn't fucking crazy because, well, everything's been, been blown out of proportion. It started out, I was drunk, and then it blew into, I was dating assholes. And then it turned out that I was having, I don't know, some sort of spiritual awakening. And then I realized, wait, I don't want to drink anymore. And then I realized, wait, I really am dating assholes that reflect this family paradigm, in which case I am destroying my children's lives. And I really honestly am not in a good spot. I need help. And from there, needing help, I kind of fucking lost it, and I accidentally flipped out on my oldest child. And of course they had no idea it was coming because, irrational emotions and that type shit. And I accidentally scratched her, my oldest, and then CPS got involved, and CPS, of course, played out the same paradigm, whereas I was being persecuted, and yeah, there was no amount of anything that I could do. The goalposts kept moving, just like in my family paradigm, and so then I lost my children. This was after having gone through the entire, we went through the entire, I don't know what you want to call it. We went through homelessness. 6 years of homelessness. We got a house. We got our apartment. Everything was great. I'd been on and off jobs just due to obviously my drinking, but also anxiety and all of this. I was having a really hard time keeping jobs. And then this situation with relationships that okay, and then the drinking okay, and then, well, now we're going through the mental illness and the witch wound. The witch wound paradigm, the worst one, I think, really honestly, because like I said, I was brought to Pine Rest yesterday, and there's nothing mentally unstable about me. My emotional regularity was pretty damn spot on. I was doing really well. My issue now is they have my kids. They have my kids isolated from me. And when I say they, partially it's the government. And the other part of it is my family. I don't like the us versus them paradigm. Because now it's me versus them. It is me. I'm trying to speak to the only person in my family that I have ever felt, beyond my grandmother, has honestly seen this persecution, has ever seen this type of controlling, overseeing, do as I say and not as I do. on your neck type of. That's my back window. For whatever reason, my back window wants to open just out of nowhere. And anyways, but my mom is the only one that has seen this, and so I feel like she's the only one that can understand this, and yet she is listening to the whispers of those that want to condemn me. She's the one that brought me in. My brother says, when I ask him, let's get a job, let's go out and get a job. Like, I can do this. If it's me and you, we can do this together. Like, let's make sure that mom isn't. It's a whole nother situation, but instead of him being like, yeah, let's go do it, let's go, he just tells me that I should go out in the woods and find 7 green pieces of whatever, and that's gonna save the situation. He doesn't take any kind of responsibility to have to go get a job himself. And then when I bring this up to my mom, when I say to her, like, why was that okay? And he still sits on his ass. It goes back to me. Like, don't even talk about that. Don't talk about that. Like, what about you? What about you? What have you done? Have you gone out and done anything? Have you? It really does blow my mind. It really does blow my mind. Why are we not talking about the fact that he spent 90 days in rehab, he gets out and he starts drinking immediately? Why are we talking about me? Why am I the one going into Pine Rest? Why am I the one that you want to put in a place where I've already been several times, and yet they say I'm not crazy? Why? Why me? Why me? Because it can't be my brother James. It can't be him. Although, when I asked him why he was drinking, negative reinforcement. You know what that means? That means that he was drinking just to prove that he could keep on drinking. That he was going to be able to continue to drink, and they were going to continue to pay his bills no matter what he did. And all he had to do was point at me and say, there's the witch. And everyone was going to say, you're right. You're right. We don't see what you're doing, but we see her. Because I'm a truth teller and I am no bullshit. But I was listening to something the other day on YouTube, and that's why I'm really grateful, actually, that my phone is all fucked up, because I want you to hear this. Hold on. I'm going to listen to it, get it right queued up, then I'm going to record it on here so you can hear it. Hold on. You know what's funny is that this other phone, I don't have any service on this other phone, but yet I'm listening to YouTube on it right now. Isn't that fun? Anyway, hold on. Well, here it goes.
Tips for accusation avoidance. The people often targeted in the witch hunts were those on the edges of society, the feeble-minded or women such as widows without a man in the home. From early in the 14th century until the mid-17th, Europeans executed somewhere between 200,000 to 500,000 witches. That's 500,000 people, around 85% of them being women. In some areas, especially those where the Catholic Church had less power, that figure was higher. It's likely that the best way to survive during the witch craze was to never challenge the authority of the church. Don't fall out with your neighbors or make other women jealous, because women make just as many accusations as men. Don't become a healer or a midwife. Don't other yourself and live on the fringes of society. Don't live alone. Don't get old. Oh, and definitely don't be a woman. Thank you.
Would you look at that? I am isolated. I live on the fringes of society. Do you hear all this? That's that fucking... Oi. I live on the fringes of society. I am upsetting other women because, of course, we're fighting over my children. I am, upsetting church and state because I have had issues with my ex-relationships and my, fighting for housing. And I, obviously, I'm poor. I was poor. I'm not going to claim any of this stuff anymore, but these are issues that I've had. Isolated from family, isolated from friends, isolated out of culture because I've never really fit in, and all of these things. Like, this is basically me. I had to separate myself from the church because, at one point I was told that my church was a cult. There's a lot of things that it really just screwed me. And I'm not saying at all that I don't believe in God, and I don't believe in the government, and I don't believe in societal rules, and I don't believe in this or that or this or that. I believe in all of it. It's come down now to, what does my family believe? Does my family believe in God anymore? Does my family believe in a higher power? Does my family believe that what they're doing to me is wrong in the eyes of God? Is it okay to punish one child when the other child is doing something so much more sinister and deviant? Why are we protecting the one that wants to take you down, rather than the one that is trying so hard to keep you afloat? I was the one that stepped in and said, my mom isn't the one that's wrong here. That's you. The way you're behaving is wrong. And my mom is ganging up with the one But I'm going to go back to listening to YouTube on this other phone that doesn't have any service, and I'm going to enjoy it. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to continue to watch nature, and I'm going to continue to pray, spend time with God, do a little bit of meditation, and get back to me, take care of myself, by just not dealing with people that are betrayers. We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. I love you. I love you so much. We're going to be in bliss. It's heaven. It's Eden. And we're in it. I believe it. Watch some Robert Grant. Watch Robert Grant talk to, what is his name? Alex from Next Level Soul, or let's just watch Robert Edward Grant. He's pretty groovy. I think you should watch him with Alex from Next Level Soul, though. He's pretty amazing. I love you so much. I will talk to you soon.